Undermanagement, the silent crisis in leadership abstract. This article explores the concept of undermanagement, where leaders fail to provide sufficient direction, feedback, resources, or accountability to their employees. While the problems of micromanagement are well known, undermanagement represents the opposite extreme, an absence of management altogether. The article discusses the causes of undermanagement, such as heavy workloads, lack of management training, and hands-off leadership styles, as well as its consequences, which can include lack of direction, poor performance, low morale, and higher turnover. To address undermanagement, the article recommends that leaders adopt a balanced approach, setting clear expectations, providing constructive feedback, being available for guidance, conducting regular reviews, empowering decision-making, and acknowledging successes. The goal is an active yet non-intrusive partnership where employees have autonomy but leadership remains visibly involved through open communication and collaborative problem-solving. While the problems of micromanagement are well known and widely discussed, there exists an opposite yet equally destructive approach, that of undermanagement. Undermanagement refers to a leadership style marked by an absence of guidance, support, feedback, and accountability. Like micromanagement, undermanagement damages employee motivation, productivity, and retention. However, its effects are more subtle and difficult to identify. Today we will define undermanagement, discuss its causes and consequences, and provide practical recommendations for leaders seeking to adopt a balanced, effective management approach. Understanding undermanagement. Undermanagement refers to a leadership style where managers fail to provide sufficient direction, feedback, resources, or accountability to their direct reports. Popescu and Kronician. 2012. Some characteristics of undermanagement include minimal communication with or guidance for employees, rarely setting clear expectations or objectives, lack of regular feedback, reviews or coaching not addressing poor performance or resolving issues promptly, insufficient resources, training or support provided, little oversight or accountability for work quality or deadlines, while micromanagement stems from excessive control. Undermanagement represents the opposite extreme, an absence of management altogether. Both damage employee engagement and productivity, but undermanagement can be harder to recognize since its negative effects tend to develop gradually over time. Cherry. 2020. Causes of undermanagement. There are multiple reasons why otherwise competent leaders may fall into patterns of undermanagement. Heavy workload. Juggling many responsibilities leaves little time for direct reports. Trusting employees too much, assuming people can self-manage without guidance. Lack of management training. Some promotions are based on technical skills alone. Hands-off leadership style, preferring minimal involvement over active direction. Fear of confrontation, avoiding difficult conversations about performance. Organizational culture. If leadership is not a priority, undermanagement can spread. Regardless of the cause, undermanagement stems from failure to fulfill core responsibilities of planning, monitoring and development, leaving employees without proper support or accountability. Consequences of undermanagement. While less visible than micromanagement, the consequences of undermanagement can be profoundly damaging to employee motivation, productivity and retention. Lack of direction. Employees do not know what is expected of them or how to prioritize their work. Poor performance. Without feedback, some employees do not improve weak areas or address issues. Stagnation. There is little incentive for employees to expand skills or take on new challenges on their own. Low morale. Autonomous professionals feel undervalued when leadership is unsupportive or absent. Decreased ownership. Workers are less invested in their work and the organization's success. Higher turnover. Talented employees eventually leave to find positions with clearer leadership. At an organizational level, undermanagement can lead to inefficiencies, quality issues, delayed projects, and strategic drift over time. even if problems are not immediately apparent. Harms. 2017. Recommendations for leaders to avoid the pitfalls of both under and overmanagement. Leaders should aim for a balanced approach with regular participation and feedback, but without micromanagement. Some practical recommendations include: set clear expectations periodically, ensure employees understand priorities, deadlines and performance goals through regular check-ins, provide constructive feedback, praise accomplishments but also address issues respectfully to help employees improve continuously. Be available for guidance, while respecting autonomy. Be accessible to answer questions and unblock problems promptly. Conduct regular reviews, use one-on-ones and structured discussions to review progress. Address concerns and adjust support as needed. Empower decision-making, give employees authority over some responsibilities to build confidence and independence. Check understanding periodically, ask employees to explain back how they interpret priorities, projects and expectations to close gaps. Acknowledge successes, recognize and reward goal achievements, both professional and personal, to boost motivation. The goal is an active yet non-intrusive partnership where employees have sufficient autonomy but leadership remains visibly involved through open communication and collaborative problem-solving. Industry examples to bring these concepts to life. Consider 2 examples of organizations addressing undermanagement issues. Software development. A tech startup noticed increased bugs and feature delays. Developers felt micromanaged by frequent checkpoints yet also lacked vision without roadmaps. Weekly team sync meetings now cover 2-week goals. Blockers and ideas to improve collaboration between managers and individual contributors. Healthcare. A busy hospital found medical errors rising under overworked hospitalists. New peer mentoring pairs experienced doctors with trainees, letting senior physicians focus on complex cases while empowering junior doctors. Structured case reviews provide needed oversight and coaching within a supportive environment. In both cases, leadership heard employee concerns, acknowledged issues, and implemented balanced solutions through open communication. The results included happier, higher-performing teams aligned behind shared strategic objectives. Conclusion. While often overlooked, undermanagement represents a significant leadership failure with serious organizational consequences. Like micromanagement, it starves employees of the direction, feedback and partnership needed to excel. However, its effects tend to develop subtly over time versus abruptly. With awareness and practical steps, leaders can avoid the pitfalls of both over and undermanagement through a partnership approach built on clear expectations, regular involvement and two-way communication. Organizations that solve the silent problem of undermanagement will sustain higher employee motivation, productivity and retention for long-term success.